All right, welcome everyone. Just going to wait another minute here to get started. All right, welcome everyone, and thank you for joining this AMA. Today is extra special because Lumera Mainnet is officially live. This marks really the beginning of a new chapter. Lumera is now actively running for the public. 35 plus validators are securing the chain, and the community claim module is open for PSL holders to convert into Loom. In this AMA, we'll cover a few key areas, really what Lumera is and why it matters, what just went live on Mainnet, how tokenomics and the PSL conversion work, and of course, what's to come. Then we'll open it up for questions. Doing a special giveaway today as well, which Vincent will get into. But we'll start off with really what is Lumera, vision, and really our point of differentiation. I'll start with the big picture. Lumera is, at its core, a high-performance blockchain that's been purpose-built for really decentralized ecosystems to power infrastructure across storage, AI, security, and compute. We combine Comet BFT proof of stake with a custom validator supernode architecture. Validators secure consensus, and supernodes go a step further. They provide all the special sauce for handling decentralized data services like Cascade, verifying compute, hosting AI models, etc. We've built an agent action framework, actions like Cascade to store data and sense for verification, and then agents like Inference for AI computation or hosting. So Lumera really isn't just another layer one. It's one of the first chains that's really designed to merge decentralized compute, blockchain governance, and AI, and really into one ecosystem. Now let's talk about what's live today. As it stands now, validators are running. You can already delegate Loom directly to validators and start earning rewards. Governance is live. The community can start to propose and vote on decisions from day one. The community claim module is available. PSO holders can connect their wallets and claim their Loom directly. We'll be releasing, and Vincent will talk a little bit about a special promotion we're giving away with respect to Kepler wallet shortly. But you can go to Kepler, add a Lumera wallet directly to your browser, and access the portal directly. Adaptive tokenomics are also in place. Inflation is already dynamic, which adjusts per block based on how much of the supply is staked. This means from the very start that Lumera is a living, breathing network. It's secure, it's participatory, and it's economically sustainable. Tokenomics are really at the heart of the launch. 250 million is the total supply of Loom. And the community allocation includes an allocation set aside for existing PSL holders, about a quarter or so. Inflation is dynamic, adjusting based on staking participation. This ensures fair security costs and economic sustainability. And staking rewards are liquid, meaning even if your tokens may be vesting, whether you're receiving a grant from the foundation or you're enacting a PSL claim module, you can start to delegate those tokens right away and earn immediately. And those rewards, as I mentioned, are liquid. So just a quick recap with regards to the community claim module, which is now open for all PSL holders. At the snapshot, we confirmed that there was around 5.8 billion PSL held by the community, which was around 27% or so of the supply of Pastel. So PSL holders really now share in around 68 million Loom. Of that 68 million, 18.75 million is already available to claim right away today. The rest just follows your chosen vesting schedule. You can go to the claim module today and select one of 4 vesting options: vesting immediately at month 0, aka now immediately, vesting at month 6, vesting at month 12, or vesting at month 24. Each of those unlocks obviously follows the date at which the vesting date is decided. The longer the vesting, obviously the larger amount of tokens that you'll receive. If you select month 24, for example, you'll receive the maximum allocation and the best conversion rate that matches a one-to-one conversion from effectively the PSL ownership on a fully diluted basis to Loom ownership on a fully diluted basis. Just remember, once you obviously pick, you forfeit obviously being able to redecide again. So think about it carefully. You don't need to decide now. The claim module is live and open until December 31st, 2025. One thing as well, as I mentioned, but just want to reiterate as well, irrespective of what option you pick, there will be a fixed amount of Loom available in your wallet immediately that, while you cannot spend or send or share those Loom, you can delegate them immediately from day one and start to earn liquid rewards. So as a quick recap, why this model? This model balances both liquidity and alignment. If you need a liquidity now, you have it. If you want to maximize your conversion and believe in the long-term sustainability of the network, you vest longer. And locked tokens are not dead weight. You can stake them today, you can secure the network, and you can earn rewards. Unclaimed tranches from the claiming module are 100% burnt, which further strengthens token economics and makes Loom scarce over time. So this is really designed to reward commitment, but giving flexibility to everyone. So I'm going to quickly pivot here and really let Vincent talk through where we are on the community side of things, some of the exciting initiatives that we have coming up, from new Foundry campaigns to a general airdrop campaign. And then we'll talk through some of the more technical items and really what lies ahead for the rest of this year and onward.
Hey everybody, my name is Vincent. As you may or may not, I am leading growth at Lumera. Just wanted to kind of quickly give thanks to everybody who participated among the testnet activities and the road to Mainnet and Zealy. We had a huge amount of participation from all over the world, and you guys have been crushing it with the amount of quests, and so we're really happy to see that. And so with the road to Mainnet wrapping up, we are now just, collecting, running through all the data in terms of, everybody and their quests and their EXP and their allocated rewards. And once all of that has been done, we will then, publish that to the public. And then shortly after, we will, send out those airdrops to the respective wallets. And, there's a lot to look forward to in the coming weeks. First and foremost, we will be running a wallet creation campaign. First 100,000 wallets that are created, we will be airdropping 1 Loom so that it gets people, onboarded into the network, and for them to kind of play around and test whether it's, sending transactions, delegating, and things like that. Beyond that, we have a lot more exciting campaigns. So Season 1 Foundry will be launching shortly. So you can expect a whole slew of new quests for everybody to do. There's going to be a lot more flash quests that will happen, so they will only exist for a short amount of time, giving larger amounts of EXP. So that gives the community really excited and a strong push to participate in the activities among the community. And so alongside with all of that, we're currently working on a centralized exchange listing, and those are expected to be announced later this month. So that's something that you guys can definitely look forward to and be really excited about. We're also in the process of working on, an on and off ramp, as well as announcing other partnerships with other ecosystems. There are a couple that are currently in the pipeline, and we're very excited to push forward in the coming months as well. And on top of that, with a lot of support from both the validators and supernode operators within the testnet, we are going to be pushing for a supernode program that will help supernode operators get up and running on Mainnet. And this is a great way for people to participate. And then once we provide delegations towards those supernode operators, eventually they will be able to run on their own, and then we can reallocate those resources to help other supernode operators get online. So there's a lot coming up in the coming months and the rest of this year. And I think one other thing that I'm specifically really excited about is the Lumera Hub. And the Lumera Hub is basically a one-stop shop for Lumera community members to basically deal with their wallet, deal with governance, deal with staking, interact with both Cascade, Sense, Inference, and then eventually as well as an NFT module within the Lumera Hub. So it's a great way for participants to experience Lumera in a very direct way. And one of the first services that will be on the Lumera Hub will be Cascade. So you guys can look forward to storing things on the network and interacting it through those manners. And then eventually, we're going to have also shifting the boundary towards the Lumera Hub as well, making it easier for everybody to just visit one single website and access everything from A to Z. And one other thing I would also say is that, with the launch of this new network, we also have some secret hidden Easter eggs that we have. So just to give a quick hint on maybe some of the things that, you guys can look forward to is like, there are certain, I would say, you could think of them as quests or achievements that only one single person will ever achieve in, while the network is active. And so, for example, maybe it's like, just to give us a quick hint, maybe first person to make a transaction or whatever the case may be. There will be, special NFT badges that we will award, and as well as, Discord vanity titles, and as well as, special airdrops for those unique one-off achievements. And so this will hopefully get the community really excited on kind of, hunting these Easter eggs. And when these achievements are achieved, we will be tweeting them, announcing, hey, this is the achievement that's been achieved. This is the wallet address. Congratulations to this community member. And then there will also be special NFTs associated with those achievements as well. And those NFTs will be distributed further down the road. So there's a lot to look forward to in terms of, everything that's going on. One of the other things is that, we're really excited for users to, also partake in DeFi, which was something that, I think was somewhat lacking previously. And so everything is now, up and running. We're really excited for what's to come, what we're building, and all the partnerships that will be coming forward. I will also look at some of the questions. Oh, sorry, just to also remind everybody, on the AMA, there is a 5,000 loot giveaway. So these are for people who are going to be asking questions, and basically we will be picking 5 winners for this giveaway. And so, if you have any questions, please start firing them off. I will go through one at a time and answer them. So the first one is when Mainnet campaign reward distribution. Of course, we all know everybody is always looking forward towards the airdrops. I think here you're probably referring to the road to Mainnet Zealy airdrops. And as I was mentioning earlier, we are just simply going through all the wallets and making sure that there's valid wallet addresses, as well as there aren't bot activities and things like that. Once all of that has been verified, then we will be shortly providing those airdrop distributions. So you could be looking forward to that in the coming 2 weeks. The next question. What are Lumera's top priorities after the mainnet launch, and what does the short-term roadmap look like? So again, just to reiterate a little bit, with the upcoming weeks, maybe closer towards the end of the month, we're really looking forward to a centralized exchange listing. That is one of the main things. We're also looking towards integrating into more wallets within the Cosmos ecosystem, more multi-chain wallets. That's also another thing, top priority of ours. On top of that, community growth and also supporting builders within Lumera is also a huge priority for us. We are going to be planning on having hackathons, maybe some offline events to also meet community members in real life. For those of you that are interested in attending Cosmos First, we're most likely going to be attending as well. So that would be a great opportunity for you guys to meet the team, to speak to us directly, and to see all the progress that we're making here. Another thing that we are also very focused on within the short-term roadmap is launching the Lumera Hub. As I was saying, we really wanted like a one-stop shop for Lumera, community members to basically access everything. So you don't have to go from website to website to, do all sorts of stuff. The next question. When will Loom be available on a centralized exchange? So similar to, what I was mentioning earlier about our top priorities for Mainnet, we will be, working towards a centralized exchange listing, which should be by the end of this month. The next question, for current testnet supernode runners, operators, should they continue running or shutting down? So for testnets, we always encourage people to continue running. There are actually going to be a lot of Z requests associated with running a supernode on testnet. So definitely, continue running. And then also as part of, I guess, like a little sneak peek into the supernode, campaign in terms of supporting supernode operators for mainnet. One of the requirements is actually to run a supernode on testnet as well. So if you would like to get a delegation to run a supernode on mainnet, then you will need to run a supernode on testnet as well. Okay, another question. What is the Lumera Foundry Zealy campaign of the 1 million Loom? How many people on the Zealy leaderboard would benefit from it? Okay, so, as long as you have completed quests and you've gained EXP, you will just get a proportional amount of that prize pool as part of your reward. If you, let's just say hypothetically, if there was like 100 EXP and you got, 1 EXP, then you would get 1% of that prize pool. So the more EXP you got, the more percentage of the prize pool you would have acquired. Sorry, another question is, when opportunities should the community look forward into as the mainnet is already live? I'm not quite sure what you're asking here, but if you're asking for, other opportunities to participate in the community once Mainnet is live, as I was mentioning earlier, Zealy Foundry 1, Season 1 will be launching very shortly, so you can expect a whole lot of quests for the community to complete, as well as right now we will be running a Lumera wallet creation campaign. So for the first 100,000 wallets that are created, and you guys just make a tweet along with a submission of your wallet address. From there, we will be airdropping 1 Loom towards your wallet.
Fantastic. Couple questions here just with respect to the roadmap and timeline and really what's to come. So I just want to take a step back, and thanks, Vincent, for really answering all those questions. Mainnet is the foundation, not the finish line. Lumera is really just getting started. Here's what's next on the journey for the community. As Vincent mentioned, obviously the community hub, a web experience where we're building a one-stop portal where you can stake, swap, vote, claim rewards, and access all of Lumera modules directly in your browser, whether that's storing data files or interacting with Inference as you might with your favorite AI LLM clients. Next is obviously expanded wallet integrations. Today's Kepler is live, but we're bringing Lumera to more wallets and platforms so that Loom is seamless across all devices. Vincent mentioned a few of the DeFi partnerships, liquidity programs, and exchange listings. You can expect to see Loom integrated across the Cosmos DeFi ecosystem and really listed across major exchanges, expanding both liquidity and utility. Over the coming weeks, we'll be rolling out an ecosystem grants program for builders. We'll fund developers building on Lumera with both grants and incentives to really accelerate innovation. On-chain governance activation is another item that we're super focused on and excited about. The community will be empowered to really propose, deliberate, and decide Lumera's future directly on-chain. Perhaps most critical to the foundation of really Lumera and infrastructure that we've built is the activation of both supernodes and modules. While supernodes are existing and active on testnet right now, we expect that supernodes will go live on Mainnet later this month or early October. From there, core modules like Cascade will unlock directly on Mainnet. We'll have modules like Sense and Inference that will unlock in the coming months as well. We're also expecting a variety of hackathons and builders challenges. We'll be kicking off global hackathons to really spark adoption and inspire the next wave of Lumera dApps and services. And really, that's just the beginning. Lumera's roadmap is about scaling from launch to a living ecosystem, a platform where decentralized compute, where decentralized AI, and community governance all meet and converge together. The future isn't just being necessarily predicated on this mainnet launch, but this is really the first step to the next wave of applications, dApps, and usability of the underlying Lumera protocol.
Yeah, so we're super excited for everything to come. You know, we're launching a lot of programs that everybody can participate in and be part of, and help grow and scale Lumera with us. I think everybody is also very curious about the partnerships that we have, because that's really critical for the growth of the ecosystem. And I can tell you for sure, there are a lot of big ones that you guys will be very, very excited about in the coming months.
Are there any live questions from the audience? It looks like there's a few people who have requested to speak. We'll give it a go. Titan, you can now speak. Andre Russell, open for free NFT. You can speak as well.
Hello. Why mainnet and airdrop distribution not in same day?
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
Mainnet and airdrop distribution, why not same day?
Why not?
Yeah, so we currently have the claim module that's live. PSL holders are able to start to claim immediately. And the airdrop distributions for rewards, as Vincent mentioned, will continue to happen on a really as campaign basis. After each campaign, we typically spend anywhere from 24 hours to maybe up to 1 week, depending on the size of the campaign, to obviously audit the results, upon which we, issue the airdrops as immediately possible thereafter. Java.okx. Okay, fantastic. Well, Vincent, I think we can answer a few more questions from the audience directly and then wrap it up.
Yeah, sounds good. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, so there's somebody asking about Lumera support developers through ecosystem programs and grants. And yes, as we mentioned, this is something that we will be rolling out in the coming month. We are actively working on these programs, and we'll be sharing them with the community shortly. So there's a question about why a 2-week for distribution for the Zealy Road to Mainnet. For me, I basically decided that it was going to be for 2 weeks, just to give a little bit of a buffer, because we just want, like, there are requests that was completed by the community, which we're really grateful for. We just wanted to make sure we're going through, all the users to make sure that there isn't a lot of bot activity. We want to make sure that we're accurately capturing community participation and making sure that the actual community members are actually getting rewarded and not these random bots that people may or may not have been trying to game the system with. And so with all of that, if I'm able to, get through all of that and do the audit quickly, it'll be faster than 2 weeks. But I didn't want to tell you guys 1 week and then there's a delay and then all of a sudden everybody's just, coming in with their pitchforks.
Definitely. Absolutely. It makes complete sense. So we did invite a few more people to speak. If you want to speak, feel free to ask your questions now. Otherwise, we'll be wrapping up in the next minute or so.
Yeah, GM guys, thank you for bringing me up. It's been an amazing and a really insightful space. Looking forward to the launch of the Lumera. Unfortunately, I just came
Oh, for
across
Titan,
the
he was
project.
asking, beyond staking and governance, what other practical uses will Loom tokens have for users within the ecosystem? And so, yes, Loom tokens can be utilized for, storage on our network, our Cascade module, as well as utilization of Sense, which is content authenticity, as well as Inference. So anytime you guys are utilizing specific AI models, you guys can basically utilize the tokens to get, prompts from the AI itself.
GM, this is Titan.
Yeah, so can I continue my question?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So thank you. So just to reiterate on it. So how did you handle potential network congestion if that was part of the things being tested?
So one other
And
question
also
is, what exchanges will support Loom?
it it,
Yes, we will
it,
be.
it seems all right. I'll be muting right now. Sorry. I thought I could ask my question. I thought I had the floor, to ask a question.
Yes, you did. Apologies for that. There was a little bit of a network delay, kind of similar to your
Yeah,
question. So with
yeah.
regards to congestion, so keep in mind, Cosmos chains like Lumera, Osmosis, Juno, etc., they're built on Tendermint and Comet BFT consensus. The This is extremely fast and it's finality focused. So network congestion can still happen if obviously transaction throughput exceeds block capacity, if validators set low gas limits, if there's sudden bursts like airdrops, claims, NFT mints, government boasts, etc. But here's how we really handle congestion. Number one, all validators set a minimum gas price to filter spam. So when congestion does happen, users tend to increase gas prices to prioritize their transactions. This is very similar to Ethereum in terms of gas bidding. But Cosmos lets validators coordinate this on baseline pricing to really smooth demand. The other thing is really our block size and throughput parameters. So we adjust max gas per block and block time parameters to really increase throughput. For example, our relayer with Osmosis, sets increased block gas limits during surges in, let's say, activity like trading and whatnot, which will ensure that swaps can continue to flow. Larger blocks put more strain on validators. And so we have to obviously balance both decentralization and speed. That's where the validator and supernode architecture really comes into play. A lot of the services which may lead to network congestion happen directly at the supernode level. So while the underlying consensus and block finality happens at the core validator level, almost think about it as an inherent layer 2 on Lumera, which is this supernode structure. And these supernodes reach an elevated level of quorum and consensus for data storage, compute, and AI to ensure that those services happen at almost a level above the core blockchain and then settle those transactions on the blockchain such that we don't necessarily face generalized congestion issues. The last couple of things I'll mention, because I think this is an important question overall and gets to the crux of the unique design of Lumera. Each validator keeps a mempool, really a queue of pending transactions. By default, the SDK limits mempool size to prevent, flooding or spamming. And validators can prioritize high fee transactions and then drop kind of spammy, low value type transactions. A couple other things. We have custom modules like throttling claim transactions, rate limiting faucet mints, etc. that could prevent abuse. And then we've also included a couple circuit breakers, temporary halts on certain types of transactions during levels of congestion, such as pausing swaps if gas spikes, things like that. Final thing, on IBC-enabled chains, congestion can also occur at the relayer level. We've mitigated a lot of this by operating multiple independent relayers, fee markets for IBC packets, relayers that focus on auto retry logic and things like that. And so definitely appreciate the thoughtful question here. I definitely would encourage you to also look over our white paper and then check out GitHub with regards to some of the Lumera improvement proposals that have come about that are focused on some of these congestion related issues.